Good afternoon, everybody. Hoping you're all having a good weekend. And I am still working on cleaning off my desk. It's a nice sunny day in Wisconsin with no crazy weather. Thank goodness. I hope you're all safe from the weather and that it hasn't given you problems. I know it's been pretty crazy. And thank you all for being here and always coming back. I am Sandy Wilhelmina, by the way, with the sheep. I've got a few really basic journals done. These were in my timeout pile. So I made a cute little tassel. And we have Fancy Nancy, who's visiting Sunshine and her butterflies. This is the end page from an antique book. I'm just going to flip through quickly because these are pretty plain. We've got a ledger, a sneaky little pocket, and there will be more things in these when I get them, when they're sold to someone and I know a little bit more about the people that are buying them. So there will be plenty of ephemera to go along. This is a little paperclip, a Let's Be Friends Sunbeam bread receipt from 1968. I love these old ads. So as you can see, not a lot of decorating. There's a pocket here with some cute little tags, fairies. The sheep are very into butterflies, which you can probably tell from this. Oh, jeez. The whole world is moving here. Sorry about that. This is an antique postcard with poppies. And it's from Germany, I believe. Looks like German writing to me. This is another paperclip. And this is actually, oh, for Pete's sake, my hands. This is a folder kind of deal where the things just kind of slide in and out. That's from a book. That's not an ancient photograph or anything. Nothing in the world but grasshoppers, hills, animals, ponds, and goldfish. So there will be much more tucked into this when it goes. And this is on the website, as is this one. Another timeout corner. That is also out of a book. Let's see. This is Antique Trim and Velvet from Jody's Grandma and Mom's Stash. Then I just have things tucked in here. Some pockets. Another pocket with some washi tape. I guess this one has a little more work in it than the other one did. This is a pocket too. And you can win Tap-in Kitchen of your dreams. This is from the old railroad stop store in Cooksville, New York, 1910. Vintage wallpaper from a wallpaper book. It's got writing on the back. I love pictures like this. Guest check. And I made, this is a fold out and it's the 1890 ledger from a London attorney. So this actually has two signatures. So you could take out the whole thing, you can take out a page. Oh boy. I'll have to fix that later. A little too much glue. I'm just going to go through it quick. There's not a ton in here that's decorated, so This is some of Angela the Traveling Crafter's principles. I do believe Carrie or Amber. I have to look. Frisky's cat food. A little flip with a picture. This is a real picture from a scrapbook. Fancy lady. This is from an old catalog from Jewelry Supply. And this is the end. I snipped that out of another book. This is another. That's from the book too. And just some random journal cards. This is wallpaper. So voila. Oh, for Pete's sake. So they've made it out of the threaded timeout corner. I have a lot of things I need to move along. So keep an eye out on the website. I'll be making up some packs of these old papers. These are from 1969. Bunny Bread, your friendly baker. Or they're in the 1960s, put it that way. Revis Park Drive, St. Louis, Missouri. These are so neat. Wonder Bread. Peanuts for peanut butter sandwiches. Potato chips. Tomatoes, $9. So these will be showing up in journals coming to you, to a place near you, or in packs of things. I will be parting with a 5-year diary. It's got some issues. I think it's a little leather cover. And it is from W.E. Clark, 1956 through 1960. Memory is elusive. Capture it. An introduction. 5 years of your life in written form will be your reward for keeping this book. So every day and the same day, every month, every year, through 5 years, she wrote in this book every day for all these years. 5 days of rain. Cleaned. Snow is still not melted. Finished washing the woodwork. All clean curtains and drapes are up. She was a very busy person. Dad's making me a sewing table. And I do believe I may have grabbed a few pages out of this, but there is a ton here. The calendars. I may not have grabbed any of this one. Let's see if I can tell. I really can't tell. Looks like it's all there. And I've got so much stuff here, you guys. All right, we'll do this. And I apologize for crinkling ahead of time, but these are safely stowed in my... I got these from a friend. There is some stuff in them. And when I looked them up, they are from Ladies Home Journal magazine. Let's do this. Wonder if I have paper, I guess. Put this down. And these were in the magazine to cut out at home. And this gal did a lot of cutting out of paper dolls. Most of them are in really, really good shape. And there are 17 dolls, a horse, and 2 dogs. And they do have this little cardboard there, which is a good thing because they didn't get ripped up. I have some history to go along with these. What did I do with that? The French Bulldog. And I am going to sell these. And they will be on the website. They are on the website. It's a pony. He's got a little leg problem there. I don't know where this came from or whether... I don't know what that's about. Here's some fellows in their swim trunks. A chef, meatballs, and wheatless dishes. There's another one. And I'm not sure why. You know, there's little punched out areas here, so I'm not sure what. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of fussing around with these. I just wanted to see what they all were and take some pictures when I got them. I had no idea what they were, besides being some sort of paper doll. And they were published in Ladies' Home Journal from 1915 to, well, they started doing them in 1908 in the magazine. And a lot of magazines did them, but this is from Ladies' Home Journal. And there are 17 pieces in this little bag of boys' clothes. And they're all in really good shape. Let's do this. So whoever turned these out did an amazing job. My hands, sorry about all the shaky. And there's a smaller version, whoops, of a sailor. It's Halloween. All kinds of nifty things. And there are 17 pieces in this group. And they do fit most of the dolls that are in here. That is that part. I will probably put these away later neatly. Then I have, this is 14 pieces, and these are for ladies. A little foot issue there. So there are a few little issues here and there, but nothing you couldn't fix or reinforce. The black and white ones, I believe, are older than the colored ones, because the black and white ink was cheaper, and they didn't start using the colored ink until later. So the black and white ones could be older than 1908. Okay. Oh, everybody in. Put those later. Then there's all kinds of miscellaneous things. There's 11 pieces in here that are like a picnic basket, golf clubs. This is another one of those that I don't know if they go with those two babies that aren't cut out. I don't know. Just some really cuteness here. Camera. That has the perforation, that one does too. And then this is for Halloween. Little bat light. There's a couple of teeny tiny hats, but I'm going to leave them in the bag here. My hands don't want to be doing this today. But if I don't do it, I will never find my desk. Getting closer. And there are 13 of these. I think there are 99 or 100 pieces in here. Again, fold. Ugh, my hands. You guys get the gist here. My hands. Knit for the Navy. Whoa. it was fun to look through them, 'cause then I got to sort them out, and sorting is always fun. And these were random pieces that were in here, so little bits and bobs that she cut out. The Santa Clauses are cute. Whoop. Letter I. Wishes, best wishes. That was probably on a card. I do not know what that was. Something important to her. Piggly Wiggly. And Little Jim. I think that this is about... This is from 1890. And some of those dolls are marked Jim's Kids or something. And then this poem is Little Jim. So I, again, do not know if they are connected. I don't know. And I have a lot more information on these to send with them. And one more thing, there's 15 manly type outfits. Sorry for the crinkling. Oop. Looks like they played a lot of tennis, these dolls. Because everyone has a tennis outfit. And I think this is U.S. Navy. I'm not sure. There are a few uniforms here. Oops. This was a dress uniform because it was with the wedding type things. Ta-da! That is this paper doll set. And again, it is on the website. I'm sorry if you're tired of hearing me say that, but these collections that follow me home or have been living here need to have a new place to call home because I have too much stuff. And if I want to keep bringing things home, I need to make room. So you guys will help me do that, right? I have more things. Went to the book sale at my mom's library in town. And normally I don't look at books like this, but it's kind of a bolo book, I think. Look again. Nature Notes by A.J. Wood, April Wilson illustrations. And it was from, obviously, the library. 1992. So there's two pictures of everything, and then you're supposed to spot all the differences. But what cool fussy cutting, journal pages. You really just can't go wrong with this book. At least to me, you can't. So I will be using these in my journals coming up. I have some bigger ones I'm working on. Oh, I have a really big book here too. We need to look at. For now, I'm going to get my birthday box from Angela and show you what is packed in this box. A few things I purchased. I did purchase, these are pieces of feed sack that were in her mom and grandma's stash, or grandma. And I couldn't pass them up because how special they were from her grandma and their feed sack. And there's some great pieces and shapes, and you just can't go wrong. If you see feed sack, pick it up. Make sure it's feed sack. I had a baby blanket exactly like this, only the squares were bigger, that my grandma made. I think I have it packed away in the sea trunk that came from Germany with my family. I keep that one out. And then she had some butterflies ready. Those would be fun pockets. And some really big butterflies. If you don't know about feed sack, you should have a look over at Angela's page channel because she did a whole video about feed sack. It's just so pretty. Love this. And if you haven't been to one of Angela and Carol's live sales, they're every Thursday except the first week of the month. But this week we are not having one because her daughter is graduating. And Carol has a family reunion / her parents' 60th anniversary. So I love these little Junior Elf books. I will probably be turning this cutie, whoops, Angela, little lamb cakes. Oh, cute. My grandma used to make us a lamb cake out of one of the old molds for Easter. And that was really fun until my dad said, hey, who wants me to cut the head off for him? And I had sheep and I was so upset. Mom never made another one. I feel bad, but happy birthday from Moo to you. And this ain't no bull. How funny. Thank you, Angela. So this little book, illustrated by Marge Opitz and written by Joy Muchmore Lacey. I gotta take my sweater off. It's warm in here under these lights. And oh boy, MCM LX 111. So I need to start looking these up before I bring these out. The animal catcher, dog catcher, found her dog, and then they found it again. How's that for a quick synopsis of the story? Boys and Girls and Puppy Dogs, a Bonnie book, illustrated by Simon Frankel, written by Tamara Frankel. Judith Ann Pascal was given this book. Love this. It's 1948 copyright. And I think this probably needs to be a journal. The only writing in it is she numbered the pages. But when am I ever going to get all of these journals done? That's why I need you guys to help me out. Bonnie Books. Oh, that's cute. I should scan that because it's adorable. I picked up a few of these from her. And it's something to go, what could I use that for? We will see. To be continued. And I got a kit from her with some really fun stuff. I'm not sure what project she's going to work on with this. But if you're interested, just hop on over her channel. And I think she still has more of these kits. So whatever she's working up, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We have popcorn bags, which I've already used one. And not one, not two, 3, and a few extra washi tapes. I said, Angela, I don't have any blue washi tape. Ta-da! I did buy some too, but oh my goodness. So as you can see, this needs to get put away. And she sent me some cute pirate cards and ships. I think that they're the same. Yes, they are the same. Some really cute bobbins of yarn. Blue, hooray for blue. And she sent me a present. Well, she sent me a bunch of presents. It's box was full. These are they were made by Kathleen Ross, 2024. Check those out. Those will be proudly, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Allergies. So these will be on my office wall, Angela. Thank you. Bah and Winter. I love them. I love artwork from people that it's special. All artwork is special. And I have more books and such. Oh, here's a spotting book. Again, something I usually would not pick up. Put these over. Hopefully they won't slide off on me. And the book sale was very good to us. We had a lot of fun. Oh, wait, this was from my favorite little shop in Albany. See what I mean? I can't remember. Oh, magpies. I don't know if it says the date. Okay, I marked some pages. Angela, she likes mushrooms. And these cats need to be in my next cat journal. I thought the colors were really pretty. 2017, copyright was 2016, and this is the 2017. Excuse my sniffling. Oh, I was gonna at some point talk about pigs. I'm sure you've seen potbelly pigs, big pigs. They are not dirty creatures like they are portrayed. They do like to have a mud pool in their spot. And we had two named Peanut and Pal. And one, Peanut was the bigger one. And he was the farm pig and potbelly pig cross. And then Pal was the potbelly pig. And they were amazing. And they taught us a lot. And they really only stand around in mud if that's the only place they can go. This is from 2009. And it's just all about, what is it? Oh yeah, puppies and pigs. And it just talks about them a little bit. And they are not dirty creatures. They are very clean. They like their houses. They take care of their houses. They never make a mess in there. They love blankets and straw. If they're running low on things, they'll take their hay in there. Jim, I can hear that. Jim. I don't know where he is. Anyway, sorry for the background. But they're very neat housekeepers, and they decide when to clean it out. We never had to clean their house out because once they get their nest built, they like it to stay that way. They're not big on change. And ours had a lot of room up in our orchard. And mind you, we had 3 apple trees. And they kept that lawn better than we keep our lawn. I mean, they did a much better job than the sheep. And they picked out a spot and wanted it full of water all the time. And they would just swim and lay in there like a sauna. They don't sweat, so that's why they roll in mud and water. But really, it's not natural for them to be somewhere where they don't have mud. I mean, when they're all mud, it's not good for them. And pigs can live to be 30 years old. So if you ever get one, and also there is no such thing as a mini potbelly pig. The only way they stay mini is if you don't feed them. Because then they don't grow. And it's just not true. It's not. I suppose if you don't mind starving your pig, then you'll have a small one. But they really are not filthy, and they are not You always have to be careful around them. But you do not need to, most of them are pretty good, but they will take after you if they're not happy with what's going on. Okay, in the middle. This was a cute board book, and sheep on the front means it automatically comes home with me. If I don't take it, it follows me home. They just appear. I think the sheep just follow me around and go back and get what they want. Because sometimes things come in and I don't really know what the heck, how the heck they got here. Illustrated by Jane Dyer. Time for bed. I don't know if it... I don't see a date. But it's cute. Oh, there we go. 1993. I'm making a pile. I'm going to have a craft lunch pretty soon here. Shadow and the Halloween Party. I've only done one Halloween journal. And I think this might be my next one. It is from 1995. It's a little fragile, but what a cute kitten. Yeehaw! Their party. But there really isn't any place that isn't cute. I'm kind of blazing a trail through here because I have a lot of stuff that I haven't done. So just don't forget, you can fast forward. Little Golden Book of Poetry. Again, something I really never paid attention to, but I've drank the Kool-Aid, as Hazel. Oh my gosh, can I talk? Hazel would say, drink the Kool-Aid of children's books. Illustrated by Karina Malvern. 1947. And this book is in excellent condition. Kate Greenaway. Rachel Field was another illustrator, writer. Okay, I'll go from the back. Sleep, Baby, Sleep with some sheep. This is really the only that I know of flaw. But look at all the pretty, pretty pictures. Probably will put that on the website. We shall see. A new coat for Anna. I've seen this one before. So, of course, sheep on the front. Hands Off says, Lacey. By Harriet Seifert. Pictures by Anita Lavelle. And it talks about how she gets her new winter coat and how she makes friends with the sheep and they're her friends forever. What an awesome book. And I know I've seen this before, probably with my friend Sarah out in Baltimore, based on a true story. Christmas animal book. And it's cute. And these are about animals around Christmas time and kind of the history. Christmas animal book. It has lots of great illustrations. From 2007. So it's really cool. It's got all of these things that I can fussy cut or I can put in a journal pocket. Just never know what a book's going to be. And this talks about, surprise, pigs. Many of us regard pigs as stupid, greedy, and filthy, and the truth is they're quite intelligent. In the past, pigs represented rebirth and rejuvenation, fitting Christmas sentiments. But then as now, pigs did not usually get the respect they deserve. On Old Christmas card, it is the barnyard animal most likely to be depicted humorously or as in card by the talented Ernest Nister, anthropomorphically. So I just thought that was really cool. That's kind of why I had my cute pigs that I miss so much on my brain. Ours were rescues, and we didn't get to keep them for 30 years. They had some health issues. And y'all know Fancy Nancy. I have a bunch of these, and this is my favorite. Whoop, this one isn't that one. Okay, here. It's her snow party. Some stickers. No day like a snow day. Well, I have one here that had one story in the front, and then you flipped it over and there was another story in the back. She is my favorite besides Ladybug Girl. Just love her for fussy cunning. She is cute. This could be a bolo book. Book of collecting and decorating with antiques. It has a pretty cover. A little embossing on the front, kind of a linen-y feel. This was not opened much, I don't think. 1989. And it just takes a look at things that you come across in your travels, textiles, and then she kind of talks about them and also how she displays them in her own home. So it's a pretty book, and I think a lot of potential for fussy cutting, beautiful pages in a book or in a journal. So you might be on the lookout for some of these kinds of books. I love having them here. Oopsie. Then I have another one that I think is below type of book. This is Fred Dodge's Antiques and Antique Tins, Identification and Values, Book 2. I think I brought home Book 1 also, Book 3. And I've already been cutting into them. This is from 1998. And all it is pictures of tins and what they obviously are from and what they're worth if you find them in X condition. Lots of cigars and tobacco, coffee. But what great little tags, right? I have a whole bunch of them made, and I need to add them to the site. See, I've already been snagging them. Whoop. I think looks like I have some marks here to remember something here. Well, what did I mark this for? Oh, typewriter ribbon. That must be what I did. Angela. And then what else did I mark? Highlander typewriter ribbon. So there's lots of fun stuff. A great one for fussy cutting. Even if you don't want the tin, you could take just the words or punch this out with a circle punch. Lots and lots of books like this out in the world. Recommend them. I'm going to have a craft lunch. Yeah. What? Okay. Maybe not, but probably. I've told you how I'm sending out my my stash of things that have followed me home or been living here for a while. My ledgers, I love. I love them. This one is missing part of its spine. It's the only tall, skinny one I have. And I'll say up front that I am going to keep a couple of signatures from the back for myself. And those are the older entries. And you can see we have some issues here. This is from, well, the later ones are from like 18, is that said out here? Well, they're from the late 1800s, 1871. And it starts out November 12th, 1869. And I may have snuck a few pages out of here, so even though it's numbered, they numbered it. So it is in pencil. And it is amazing. I just love it. 9 yards of print, $1.62. So that would be fabric. Bar of soap was 10 cents. These are just a fun read. And this is so old. So it's on the website. Help. I have a lot of ledgers and I just need to let this go. It's beautiful. I've never had one this size. Tall, skinny. So like I said, I am going to keep a few signatures out of the very back. So that'll be the later dates, and you'll still have, let's see, her numbering goes to, well, it's over 250, 280. So you'll still have plenty left in here. Oops. So it does need a little care. It wouldn't be hard to just fix this with a binding to keep it together, or it would be a great cover for a journal. So you're going to be getting a bargain here. And a few tears will be going with it. And I bought something for me to use for ephemera, and it's cracking me up. I wonder where I put the postcard with the chunky cat on it. Where are you? I don't know where I put, of course, the postcard. I've been working on, quote, ugly postcards and fixing them up to be cute. I bought this. I love it. Chunky Cats to Gut and Collage. And it is from Kitty Rose. And it is Chunky Cats front to back on one side of the paper. I just love it. Oh, Angela, you need this book, or you need some of these from this book to go with your little books of dressed up animals. Got it on Amazon, so if you want to have some fun with these. I usually don't buy much in the way of that kind of thing, but I did. And I cut some out, and I took, well, that's not from the Chunky Cats, but this is from, and I was cracking myself up working on these. So it's just boring postcards turned into fun postcards. So those will show up in some journals. They could be pockets, they could be anything. Tucked in for journaling spot. And still not done, you guys. I hope you're not getting too bored, because I've got a little bit to go here. Let's see. Sorry. Let's go here. More books, more books, more books. Oh boy. This is going to be a big help to get this all done. Okay, biggest books first. I love Macduff. Okay, looks like I could go with that a little further. Rosemary Wells and Susan Jeffers. It's very cool. So you'd have both of those. Little Westy, 1998. Illustrations by Susan Jeffers. And it is just chock full of cute images. And look at him in his little coat. I'm trying to zoom through these, so if there are any that you see that you want to see more of, let me know, because I have too much stuff. And this is his adventures of, he got lost and then he came home. Sleeping. So I just think this is really cool. It'll be, could have a tall journaling card, fussy cut, and look at, this is my favorite one. Mrs. Higgins. I'm going to be Mrs. Higgins when I'm old. When I'm 100. Jim cringes when I say I'm going to live to be 100. Hondo and Fabian, written and illustrated by Peter McCarthy. It was a Caldecott honor book. And again, I'm just looking at cuteness here from 2002. Just cute, cute, cute. Going to the beach to see his friend Fred. Cute, cute, cuteness. Verses and Sweet Sayings, featuring the art of Bessie P.Z. Gutman. And these are reproduction. And it is from, where is it? I don't know. Oh, 1991. And some of these are kind of familiar, but I was just looking at the pictures and such. Yeah, some of these look familiar. So pretty. She looks like she's got some of the Dickens in her. Lots of fun in here. And a pretty book cover. I've never looked at a golden super shape book. I did steal a page out of this already. It's from 1967. And it is what it says it is. It's just cute. I would like that coat to spin into yarn. It's soft like cashmere. Candace. Peacock. So I thought that was extra cute. Fuzzy baby elephant. This I found on Facebook Marketplace. It's Sunday Reading, and it's a beautiful book. Illustrated books for the little ones. So this was the book they would have had on the bookshelf and then read on Sundays, in theory. It was given as a gift in 1886. 1882, this was printed. And this book won't be staying with me. And it has stories. This was a magazine, and it would have been issues of the magazine. So these stories start out, and then they pick back up later. At least I believe that these were magazines that they could have. It's got some binding issues, but It does not list a illustrator or I like to take these and, well, when I'm finally ready to do something with it and done looking at it, I love to take these drawings and add just a teeny bit of color to them, just for fun. Like this one would be the green leaves, maybe the windowsills just barely colored, or cheeks. It just looks cool. Hopefully the artists do not mind my work. I think I wear out the same 3 colors of pencil all the time. And of course we have sheep. The little shepherd. He has stories throughout. And the binding snap there of this thread. Excuse me. It's just beautiful. Or sheep. It's got religious background, Bible stories and such. It's just beautiful. You don't find these books in this good of shape. The pages are fragile, but not too bad. Arthur Waring. This was his book in 1886. It's beautiful. I've cleaned this up, but I didn't want to mess too much with the front when it's its normal age. So, cool advertisement. I think the scanner needs to have a visit with that one. There will be plenty to share when I get to it. Oh my god, there's more, you guys. Okay, let's do this. Because, again, I've been in the timeout corner trying to get things out of the timeout corner. And I made this. My friend Debbie makes these beautiful little bags. It's Fancy Nancy. And it's one that is not, and that's a vintage handkerchief that I put there. There's not a lot of decorating in here. Ooh, it's windy. A lot of vintage and antique paper. German pages. Cute little flip of fabric that I liked. Old Madison map. I don't remember the date on it, but the paper is really nice. Storybook finger puppets. Knit, knit, knit. Anybody do any knitting? I can do hats, shawls, and scarves. Anything too fancy makes me have hives. And mathing is not good. First class clothing. It's antique 1881 advertisement. Oh my gosh, you should see Louise. She's like upside down sleeping on the couch. She's so tired. We helped Jenny on her shearing day when the shearers came to shear her alpacas and llamas. This is a vintage embroidered trim from a pillowcase. And then this trim, I don't know how old it is. It's at least vintage, if not antique. It came from Jody's mom's stash. And his grandma. Well, we're kind of just zipping along. I have a lot of books, so I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this video up, but I want to show you a treasure. I don't know if you remember the old scrapbook that somebody kept of all the old drawings and magazine things. And I always wondered what happened to her. And I believe this is some more of her papers. So these could be framed, and I'm so glad I was able to get them at the auction. And I am going to look for her. Rose Metzger of Madison, Wisconsin. And this was a Vogue School of Fashion Art, Chicago, 1934. Never before has the field of fashions offered such unusual opportunities to talented young men and women. Our highly developed method of instruction prepares you for a high-salaried position, either as a dress designer or a fashion artist. So this was pretty much her grades / commentary, and there are 3 of these, all from 1934. So she went through, I believe, the entire course. And these are her drawings. And she signed them all. And I just love them. I think that there is a lot of potential for framing or just enjoying. Better not to leave these 2 measures the same length. Always measure twice. Designing lesson 2, plate 1. And there's some figure drawing. Whoop, and more. There we go. Lesson 1, problem 2. Gray wool suit with dusty pink blouse. Stitch yoke and collar on coat. She even pinned the colors she liked right here and the fabric she would have used for this one. Historic costumes, modern dress. White muslin with blue and orange taffeta sash. And she was still on lesson 1. It's amazing what historic costume. Beautiful paper. She must have had a lot of talent. I hope she went on to be a dressmaker or designer. Whoopsie. Topsy-turvy. So I've snagged up all of this woman's papers that I could, and now I need to go find Rose. Because I think we should know what happened to Rose. I'll share some of this if anyone is interested, just because it is so cool. I don't know if this was something that came with the lessons, the kind of a guide, because she did not sign these, so I think that they were part of a lesson plan or examples for lessons. But I'm not positive, but those don't look like she drew them. I am not sure. Maybe she traced some. Chiffon lace, taffeta net, and organza. This paper really reminds me of the stuff in that old scrapbook with all the dress pictures and the plans for dresses. It has to be the same person. Paper. It's just so amazing to me. All the time she spent, I hope she ended up as a seamstress. So I am going to end this one here. I have another couple more to go. So I hope you don't get tired of books or things that I'm offering on the website. I'll put the links below. And I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for stopping. Smooches from the sheep and all that happy stuff.